my name's Jordan, and the topic I've chosen is that most employees prefer to be paid on the basis of individual performance than on team or organisational performance. Grant Thornton Australia is a leading independent assurance, tax and advisory firm. Their goals are to provide customers with support and help to unlock their potential for growth and provide meaningful advice. Grant Thornton Australia has offices in Adelaide, Brisbane, Cairns, Melbourne, Perth and Sydney, and employ more than 1,160 people. Founded in 2007, the organisation has become one of Australia's leading accounting firms, focusing on three main things: auditing, helping customers with complying with regulations; tax returns, giving advice on tax matters at every single stage in the business life cycle; and providing financial advice on all aspects of financing with a focus on growth. Today I come to you, both Greg and fellow colleagues, to convince you why most employees prefer to be paid on the basis of individual performance rather than team performance, and why you should pay your employees based on this evidence. As explained in the article, Should an Employee's Pay Be Based on Their Performance, by Mr. Reynolds, there are a number of benefits to paying employees based on their individual performance. Productivity is almost guaranteed to improve, as it is an incentive for employees to work harder in order to move up in the salary bracket, or to earn a bonus. Inevitably, people work to earn money, and paying employees based on their individual performance resulting in a win-win situation for both company and the employee. Paying employees based on individual performance is also seen to improve motivation in people. In Mrs. Kavar's piece, it is explained that an advantage of individual incentive programs is the recognition it gives to people based on their performance, and that how such recognition can motivate all workers, from those who are already at the top to strive for more, as well as the underachievers, to encourage them to become better as well. The advantage of paying for individuals' performance also allows you, as a CEO and organisation, to have the ability to change the pay rate of your employees at any time. If an employee were to perform well, they would move up the pay range, which can be illustrated in this image, the concept of merit pay. As your performance increases, so does your pay range. This demonstrates how someone performing at a higher rate should be paid more. Alternatively, it also gives you the ability to lower someone's salary if they were performing poorly, rather than having to continue to pay them at the same wage as their team, even though they aren't performing as well. There are also a number of negatives that are associated with pay for team-based performance that illustrate why pay for individual performance is more desired. If team members are performing at different levels, it can create conflict in the workplace. Staff members who believe they are being paid the same wage as others, although believe they are carrying more of the workload, will often lead to resentment and infighting amongst employees. Staff who are also low performers feel as though they are being pressured by higher authority to work at a level they are not up to. It is also very difficult to determine whether an employee's performance merits the level of pay they are on, unless what they are judged on is completely objective. This will then often place more pressure on you as CEO of Grant Thornton Australia to be able to accurately evaluate the performance of every staff member. In doing this, you are more likely to then over-evaluate your employees so they do meet their incentives, which in turn costs the company more money, putting you in a worse position in a very competitive market. In summary, and my final recommendation to you, the CEO of Grant Thornton Australia, you should introduce a pay based on individual performance, because employees would rather be paid on their individual performance rather than be paid on the team-based performance. This is because they believe it increases their productivity, meaning they are able to get more done and then are rewarded for it. Employees are more motivated to do better and work harder. And finally, also, it allows you as the CEO to pay those who are performing well more, as well as for the poor performers, you can also reduce their wages. Thank you for listening to my presentation on why most employees prefer to be paid on the basis of individual performance rather on team or organisation performance. And I hope I've been able to convince you, the CEO and fellow colleagues of Grant Thornton Australia, why you should pay your employees based on their individual performance and not pay them based on their organisation or team-based performance.